Hey, it's Anne from I Can Juice It, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. I wanted to show you how to make raspberry leaf tea from scratch. So if you've got a raspberry patch somewhere, a neighbor has one, or if you happen to have one in your backyard like I do, then this is something really nice to make, especially with these raspberries. They bloom twice, so one in the spring and then one in the fall. I prefer the fall harvest because the raspberries are a little bit bigger and juicier and sweeter to me, in my opinion. But right now, I mean, they're looking a little bit sun-scorched and they're not putting on fruit right now. So it's a nice time to do a little bit of leaf harvesting from the plant. And I'm just going to take it off some of the lower bushes and just take off any of the damaged ones. Some of these are kind of sun-scorched. So we don't want to use those for the tea. So we'll just put that down. And if you already have dried with the tea, you want to use 1 tablespoon. And with fresh, you're going to want to collect 3 tablespoons worth of the leaves. So I'll pick a few more. Let's do some of these newer ones, smaller ones. So I've got some big leaves, some newer growth, smaller ones, and let's go ahead and take these in the kitchen and we'll chop them up and make our raspberry leaf tea, and we can discuss some of the things that it's really good for, when to drink it, when not to drink it, and what the deal is. So let's go in the kitchen and do that. Okay, so I have my electric kettle, or you can boil some water. And I'll go ahead and get that warmed up while I chop my raspberry leaves up here. And I'm not going to do them too much, just so that it's easy for them to steep in my mug. Let me grab one. We'll use this cute little, owl mug for funsies. And so raspberry leaf tea is generally used during pregnancy or postnatal. Doctors usually recommend that it's safe to drink during the last 2 months of your pregnancy, but it's also really especially wonderful postnatal after you've given birth. And it really tones the uterus and it really helps you heal, and so it's very healing for your muscles, but it's also wonderful for digestion. So of course you do not have to only be pregnant or have just given birth to get benefits from this. So my tea kettle's almost warm, I can hear it. And actually, let me grab a knife. So I'll just chop these a bit. Not too much. So it doesn't have to be finely ground like you usually see in tea bags. So those smell nice and fresh. And I'm going to be using, I'm just going to stick them right in there, then strain them out because I don't have my little strainer handy. So I'm just kind of doing this video on the fly. And with my tea, I don't like it all the way boiling. I like it just below. So we don't want to scorch the leaves, and we just want to pour some in over the leaves just to cover. And let those steep. So I don't know if you can see that. I haven't filled my mug all the way. It's quite warm, but not boiling. And we'll just let those hang out for a bit. And you can kind of push them down, stir them around a little bit, just so we can extract all those raspberry leaves down into the water. And sometimes I even leave the leaves in. I don't mind. I can spit them out or I just chew them up and eat them. It's not going to hurt you. And I'm going to pour the rest in. If you'd like to add anything to it, that's great, but I prefer it just as is. You can put some sweetener in though if you prefer. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. And if you give this a try, let me know how it goes. It shouldn't be made overly complicated. It's really basic with tea. Put it in hot water, let it steep for a few minutes. And then taste. So it's not going to taste like a raspberry berry. It's going to taste more grassy, you know, more green tea-ish. But you're still getting all those wonderful nutrients from the plant. And if you have one in your backyard or nearby, it's nice to harvest them close to you and they're really fresh. You can just do it that day or keep it in your fridge for a couple days before you use them. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different, but if you enjoyed it, click the like button and subscribe for more, and we'll just keep mixing it up here on the channel. And if you have any requests of something that you'd like to see, some kind of juice recipe, smoothie, or just I think we might do something a little bit more personal as far as where we're at with our diets and what we're eating and not eating and blah, blah, blah. If you're interested in that, let me know. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.